how you guys doing? IVIcoX. And this is the Fallout vault door tutorial. And yeah, you'll notice that the time's a little bit long, and it's because it's actually 4 separate devices. And so it's nighttime, which is the best time to show this. Is that that when you do this, there's no light coming through it. So when it's opened or closed, there's no light except for when it opens the door, because there's light inside there, as you can see. So you come on in. Got our little minecart station where we can send stuff. And then hit the button. Piston comes down, touches the door, and then retracts, and then does the same in the opposite. So you can see. That's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and make it. I will say this is version 2. I had some issues with the other one. I think the update actually messed with it. It used to have 3 pistons on top here, and the other double piston extender kept updating it. So it randomly was working. So let's go ahead and make it. Alright, so I have an orientational monostable, but I'm going to show you both directions. But if you can, you're going to want to build this facing left or right of your map. So sunrise or sunset. And so first thing we're going to need to make is the stairs. So the 3x3 hidden stairs. They're technically only 2x2s, but the top does make a 3. So go ahead and just come on the ground and place 3 or 4 blocks like that. 1 like this, come up, 2, 1 up, oops, 1 up like that, and then it should look like that. Alright, repeater on 2 ticks like that. Redstone, 3 repeaters, 2x3 block area like that. You're going to need repeaters here on 2 ticks. Connect them with redstone like that. Torches, just like that. And then on top here you're going to want to put blocks. So you just want to make a 3x3 area right over the torches like that. And then right here you're going to need to put a 2x4 platform with repeaters on 2 ticks. And then connect redstone, and then you're going to want a torch here. And that's that. And so this is the input for the door. Go ahead and put this here, and then just like that. Alright, so we can go ahead and put our sticky pistons on here. Just like that. And go ahead and grab some regular brick stairs. Put them like that. And then sticky pistons behind these stairs. Go ahead and knock that out and replace them. And then nether stairs on top, just like that. And then right here, you're going to need some normal pistons, and we are going to go ahead and put some cracked there, just like that. And now you're going to come around this side and build this platform. Should cover over the circuit we already put. You're going to want to put blocks on top of these pistons, just like that, and then repeaters on no delay, and then basically connect it in, and then the torch will activate them. So we can go ahead and remove the torch. Should extend, and it should retract, and there we go. So that's that part. Alright, so we need to just build a little platform. I am going to actually just use regular. You do want to dress this part up, but so from here, 1, 2, 3. So 3 out from there, and then 1, 2, 3 out from there. And then counting this block, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So a 6 by however long area this is. You should get the same as what I have. And so now we're going to be working on the face plate of this, which is basically what gives it the really cool design. It's that nether and the cracked and all that. And so what we're going to do now is basically where these stairs are, you're going to want to come up one and then go 3, and then same thing. So this should be a 4x4 area that this covers, but the inside should be a 3x3. So 3x3 area. So you can see that's a 3x. Alright. So now we need to just do these stairs right there. So next to these nether stairs, you need to put 2 brick stairs, just like that, and then you want to do the same thing, 2, and then 2, and then 2, and then 1 over with 2, and then you're going to need 5, or I'm sorry, 5 across like that, 1 here, and then just repeat what we have on the other side, just basically copy it. Should be looking just like that now. So now we need to work on the lighting part of this. So all of this where there's stairs needs to be covered. Now I'm going to go ahead and put cracked here because this technically has been through a nuke, so I'm going to go ahead and use cracked for this. And this is going to be the hallway to the door. And so these stairs are all transparent, meaning they'll let redstone light through. So here's a couple places that we're going to need to cover is here. I'm going to go ahead and use cracked and just kind of decorate it a little bit like that. And then just use normal. And then switch to cracked a little bit. You don't have to follow me block by block on this. We'll dress it up in a sec. Show you how to get a pretty good look out of it. So once we've gotten this covered, we just need to make sure we cover all of these stairs. So if you look, there's a stair there and here, which would let light through, and then also here. So yeah, basically just want to cover all the stairs with an extra block to prevent any light coming through. If you don't really care about it, you don't really need it. You can just leave it, you know. Don't need that one, and I don't think we need that one either. So that's bare minimum material, and then you want to just come up and 1 block above those stairs, just like that, and then up here, and then we can go ahead and get rid of our nether stairs. We ain't gonna need those anymore. Grab some nether brick, and then here gonna need some nether brick, and then right here in the middle of these, that would be the in between these 3, you're gonna want to put a block like this with some nether brick on the end like that. So no matter what kind, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna dress up the cracked material. So 3 here, so it should match up with that, and then those, and then of course want to make it look very, the same. And so at this point we can just fill this area in. We will dress this up a little bit better. This is just temporary. So from here you want to come up, get rid of those, and should be like that, I think. Oh, sorry, like this. And then I think it's 2 over, so 2 over like that. Should be looking the same as that one over there. Give us a little vault door action. And so 1 up, get rid of those 2, and then 2 over, and then should have the same exact symmetrical design going here. And so now we don't need those anymore. Grab ourselves some moss stone. And so we kind of want to make this look like it's been through hell, like an explosion. So you got some mold after the fact. And you can do this any way you want to, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some cracked in as well, just randomly, just to break it up so it doesn't look so new. Definitely want to make it look like it's just been demolished and it's old as well. So now where some of this is, we're going to want to put moss to kind of make it look like it's been, older, moldy, and do some here. And this is just, just to dress up. You could do this however you want to. As you can see, I'm not really following any particular design. I'm just kind of breaking up the pattern. I think some crack here might actually make it look a little cooler. And then maybe some more moss up here. And then cut that off and make some moss look like it's growing like that. So that's pretty much that part of it. Alright, so I'm going to do something strange here. Just bear with me on it. I'm going to make this huge section with crack and put one pristine block. That's where we're going to be putting our lever. So for our secret entryway to get in. So now we need, we got our build, we got our secret stairs. Now we need the 3x3 downward double piston extender, our timer, and then we just need some wiring. And so at this point, you want to go ahead and grab some crack and come out 2 like that, knock this one out, place 2 blocks down, and then put 2 sticky pistons facing up, and go ahead and get rid of that now. And so now we just need a 7 platform, 7x2. So from there you want to come out, 4, and then 3 from the pistons, and that should give us a 7x2, and then blocks here, repeater on 3 ticks, repeater on none, sticky piston facing that direction with a block on it, and then you're going to need to put blocks like that with a repeater on 3 ticks, and then block just like that. And we're going to need some redstone, and this is a dual edge monostable, and you're going to need some redstone here, block up against the side like that, torch, redstone, block, and then another torch, repeater on 4, block with torch on it, and then we can come in here and place a sticky here, sticky facing this direction, torch, and then another piston facing this direction like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put some crack here, and then I'm going to grab some redstone ore and put it there. Alright, don't have to do that. But alright, so now that we got that done, you're going to want to place a block here and then come over 3 from it, then knock these out, sticky piston, and then put 3 just like that, get rid of that block, and then you're going to want to do the same on this side, just place it right on top of that torch, 3, and then we're going to go ahead and use some cracked. You're not going to actually need those stairs anymore. So cracked is basically the theme to make it look like it's just had a bomb go off in here. And so you're going to want blocks on top like that, and then just basically a pattern like that. Sticky piston facing down like this, and then we're going to use some more cracked just like that. And then you can basically just finish this top section off just like that. And then on this side you're going to want to put in the middle of this piston 1 block down, and then come 2 down, and then knock it out, so it should look like that now. And we're going to come over here, and where this torch is, we're going to want redstone being activated by it, and then just every other block up, and then connect it. And then we can go ahead and just redstone this up just for now. And so torch, and then another torch. You're going to want to subtract this just reset it, just like I did. And so that'll activate all that, and so now we can just fill in the absolutely necessary pieces. Same over here. And then we're going to go ahead and put a repeater on this piston. And then you're going to want to put redstone all over this area. And then grab a detector rail and put it here. And that's going to be our 3x3 door. And this is going to be our input right here. And it looks like I forgot some redstone, so we need some redstone there. That should top it off, so now it should retract. And so at this point, this is all on the other side of the vault, so I'm thinking it should all be new looking. I made mine with moss, which I didn't think looked very good, so I think anything beyond this should actually be clean. And so now we're just going to do some little decorating in this tunnel way before we go any further, just to make it look like it's been blown up and slash, you know, got some mold going. And of course, it really doesn't matter how you do this. It's just to break it up so it doesn't look quite so. You know, you could just leave it completely cracked if you wanted. So yeah, that's that. So we got our 3x3. Now we just need to build a platform and put our double piston extenders. So from what we built, we got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm just going to check something real quick. Okay, so 7. So yeah, this door is quite big and it's got a lot of stuff, and so this is definitely version 2 of it. The other one did grab the block from the center, but like I said, it does cause some updates, and definitely going to want to replace that redstone. And so 2 blocks like that come in here, and then place 2 stickies down. These are going to be our downward double piston extenders, and you don't need a sticky, you can put whatever. It doesn't even have to be a piston, but it does make it look, you know, it does bring the look to it. And some ore or whatever material you like. And so now we got our downward piston extenders. We're going to need repeaters on 2 ticks. Oops, do not need 2 ticks on that. And then block that off. Same here. Put redstone on top of all this, and that should complete just that part of it. So now we need to put our dual edge, so we're going to need blocks like this, repeater, repeater, and repeater. This one needs to be on 4 ticks, and we're going to go ahead and just connect it in like that. And then you're going to need block on top of that, and then redstone, and this should give us what we're looking for. Go ahead and throw a torch on it. See, it did a downward extension and retraction. Now we did get some weird animation going on there. Let's go ahead and check it out again. There we go. Just a little animation error. So from here you're going to want to build this platform on this side, just 1 out, and see, actually 2 out. Sorry about that. 2 out from where we just built, and then right with this, in the middle of these pistons, you're going to place a block, and then you're going to need a repeater going into the block, and then right here, 4 ticks of delay. Same there. And then from here, you're going to want to put 3 repeaters that way, and 3 repeaters going in. They all need to be on 4. And then we are going to put a torch here. Let it finish its cycle there, and I'm going to go ahead and just put a block here, some redstone. It should shut that torch off. There we go. And then we are going to go ahead, you can see it's clocking, and then we're going to go ahead and add this torch in, and this should give us a latch gate timer, which is just a really extended pulse. And so from here, go ahead and make this little star pattern. And if you look here, you can activate it, and it should come and shut this off. So at this point we're going to need a torch here. You can see that it's clocking because both torches are off. Let's go ahead and remove that. It should stop clocking, and there we go. Alright, so we just need to connect this. That's the timer. And so now we just need to work on our wiring. So the easiest way to do this is to just, oops. Just kind of match it up with our little structure. And then from what we've built, you're going to want to go one block over like that, skip this area, and then we're going to put in our little mine station or mine cart station. Cover up these pistons. Then we're going to want to come down here, block, just like that. And then I would say about right here, which is that's 2 blocks from where we put, and then you're going to put one up, break that out, replace that block, and then put some redstone, and then like that. And so at this point we can go ahead and grab ourselves a button, put it here, throw our detector rails here, and then you should see them all light up. Then there's our little station. And so at this point I'm going to go ahead and just build this out a little bit. And so I'm actually this is where we want to put our buttons, so, or our button, and oops. So a button there with a torch on it, a block next to it, block above it, and you're going to want to torch here, redstone, and then just basically a block like that, and that should power our little piston, so that'll power our latch timer. Let's go ahead and check it. See, it comes down, stays extended for a little bit, then retracts back up. A lot simpler than the old design that actually required a piston. So right here you're going to come down that far, redstone on it, and then sticky piston, block, and then a block underneath with a torch. And so this is the orientational version of this. So you definitely want to be facing left or right on the map, but I'm going to show you a T flip-flop on this as well, which is non-orientational. Alright, so sticky piston with a block on it, block here, repeater, and then right in front of that repeater you're going to need a piston with blocks on it like that. And then right here you're going to need a repeater, and then we're going to go ahead and just mark out our button. So you want to come over here. This is going to be our input. We are going to use a torch. Should close the door up, and then we can go ahead and just connect this on in, and this shouldn't be beyond 15, so that should be good. Torch here. Now we should have an on and off button, and since we're here, this pristine block, that's where we're going to want our piston, right there, and then just another block, torch. I'm going to make it day real. Alright, so from this torch, you're going to want to put, this needs to input into this torch to shut it off. So, just basically some redstone. Something like that. I think this is beyond 15. Let's go ahead and count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let's go ahead and check it. Might actually be perfect distance. Yeah, it's not. Okay, it is reaching. Okay, so this particular lever system needs to just go on and off. as you can see. So on and then off, we'll close it, and the same thing. Alright, so that's working. So that's our little spot for our secret button. And let's go ahead and check our inside real quick. Alright, looks like we're getting some clocking. Alright, so if this thing does clock, it's because it received power basically too fast. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure that this gets cleared up real quick. So 2 levers on it to stop it. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and turn this one on. And then do that. So random, but does happen, and so a good way to make sure that that doesn't happen is to repeater on 3 delay here. Actually haven't seen that before, not on this one. So this should prevent any kind of monostabling from this. Sometimes when you hit this, it will monostable. Alright, so no longer clocking. So yeah, Xbox 360, sometimes when you hit the button, it doesn't actually activate it, it monostables it, and it will cause this to clock. If it does clock, you'll just want to reset it, and it shouldn't actually happen, but you know, that repeater will help and prevent it from doing that. So now we got that, and let's just check it one more time. So there we go, we got ourselves a Fallout setup. At this point you could decorate it however you want to, whatever, and then since we're here, we got some time, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can change this to a non-orientational design. So go ahead and get rid of this this torch, and then we're going to want to put block like that, and then about right here we're going to need 2 normal pistons like that. I want to break this out, put a torch there, block, and then 2 blocks on top for an old school T flip-flop, and like that, and then we're going to go ahead and turbocharge it, torch on top. So you want a pattern like that, and coming in here, and then a repeater going into that, and then we're going to want to do the same on this side, a repeater, and then just connect this up, and there you go. So that will be non-orientational. You should be able to build it in any directions and not have any problems. And this should do that, and so now you just need to connect it. There you go. And so we will have to change the timings on the top a little bit, but we should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you can see that it's retracting a lot faster now. So we're going to have to do a little timing. So you can see that the door opens before this ever even comes down, and then it retracts. So what we need to do, we actually need to delay, we need to speed this up a little bit, is what we actually need. So what we're going to do is just basically put this on no delay. I'm going to give it a little shot, see what happens. Alright, so the door retracted even faster. Alright, so that's that part of it. So what we're going to need to do is we are going to need to put full delay here, and then full delay there, and let's go ahead and just add on another repeater to make sure that it's nice and in time. And you can see why I'm using an orientational monostable now. is that it's a lot faster and more reliable. So this one looks like it's working pretty decent. You have to add more repeaters and change the timings, and so let's check it out. Alright, yeah, so this is coming down way before the door closes. So there we go. Comes down, touches it. So that's the non-orientational version. At this point, you could just decorate this however you want to. You can make it just go into an opening area, or you can make doorways, you know, things like that. You know, have a little doorway here leading somewhere, this going wherever. Same over here. You know, at this point, this whole thing could be used as a room or whatever. So anyway, kind of a longer tutorial than normal, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Two different versions. You got the old school T flip-flop, and then you got the orientational monostable version. And you can see that this one is a lot faster, and you can really see the spiraling. And if you look at this one, it's got spiraling, but it's kind of changed because of the T flip-flop's a little slower. So yeah, it's just, you know, not quite as good. That's why I use the orientational monostable. It's really fast, toggles that block on and off real quick. Which brings me to, you could do this any way you want to, the wiring. It doesn't really matter how you do it. You know, decorating with some webs and putting more cracked and doing things like that. Maybe even add some lava or something in front here. And, you know, of course this is a secret lever, and you can see that, you know, this thing very slow. That's why I actually don't use T flip-flops. And there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment, like, and subscribe. And for the people that have been requesting this, sorry it took me so long. I've been working on all kinds of things. Yeah, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and later.